This is a series called, can you see it okay? Yeah, it's called Misdirected. And this is my newest series. Like, Tiffany thankfully let me do a show here from the Freedom Factory. It's Tiffany. And this is about, really I do a lot of Filipino history. I even deny sometimes like the whole Filipino name, but the idea is just a loss of culture or a mix of culture. So it used to be that whenever you'd have a accomplishment in life, you would get a tattoo. I made a whole vocabulary. You'll see it more in the mannequins. Teacher, binary code, like the designers, the artists, easels, roads that you travel or aren't afraid to travel. This piece over here is more of the, she's more of the business type woman, more defiant. The gesture on her face, the open shirt, it's like she's looking at you, asking you like, this is me, like what of it, you know? A lot of the pieces are kind of androgynous, but that's kind of the point too, because I don't want to just say like the whole measure of a person is whether or not they're feminine or masculine, but there is like a duality that's there. Again, the tattoos in itself, the planes leaving, you know, the brick walls. If you can see over here, these are skills, these are office workers that are there, a teacher, the whole vocabulary that's there for a person that's in an education realm, an educated realm. I'm gonna quickly go through it because time is of the essence. This is more of the vulnerable strength. You know, some people think vulnerability is a weakness, but showing compassion and empathy sometimes is just as strong as you know, being defiant and you know, commanding a room because of that presence alone. Sometimes it's okay to lay back, sit back, and observe and listen. And this is more of that role. And I know that it is a stereotype, but a lot of Filipino families and mothers, they become parents, they try to fly too, they become nannies. You know, just because somebody's a nanny doesn't necessarily mean that they're of, you know, I don't want to say lower, I hate to say that, but it's the idea that being somebody that takes care of others, especially children, is something that's as strong as anybody else. You know, if we're going to be warriors and our accomplishments before we're like headhunting, then our accomplishments should be just as strong by being a mother or a parent or somebody that takes care of somebody else. These pieces over here, it's these torsos of the vocabulary. It's called misleading, and this points to the shadism in Filipino culture, where the darker you are, you're treated different than the lighter you are. You know, if you know, if you know about Filipino media or even products, there's a lot of whitening cream that's being purchased in the Philippines and other countries too. You know, we're not the only ones, but the idea is that there is this level of rank in terms of what shade you are, and that defines the type of person you are, or the opportunity. So long story short, each piece has its own set of symbols, again, the vocabulary of tattoos, but each one has different types of symbols because of the opportunity that's given to them. So the darker you are, you might not have as many outlets or doors to walk through. So that doesn't mean you won't have as many accomplishments because the tattoos are for the full body, but it just means that sometimes you might not have as many opportunities. And then the lighter you go, the more opportunities you get. So if you actually even count them, I think this one has 7, and when you get to the final one, there's like 20 something of different types of accomplishments you can receive. So this one over here, again, scales. The reason why there's fish there is a provider, but a very rural provider. Mountain ranges on the top. Planes, you can still leave, but it doesn't necessarily mean you'll be going to something that's more, I guess, educated or quote-unquote a higher rank. You're expected to travel, have children, mountain ranges again. Urbanism, brick walls, you wouldn't find bricks inside a forest. But again, maybe a mother or a nanny might be this person's accomplishment. I don't want to say for everybody, again, it's mostly, again, limited access. This one has more opportunity, bricks here again, top of here are buildings, I'll go quickly through it. Maybe become a teacher, an educated person. Planes leaving again, maybe have some babies, maybe become a nanny, maybe have an awesome job at a fast food joint. Believe it or not, just the fact to leave a country like the Philippines is some sign of an accomplishment for some people. Even if they get to work at a place like McDonald's or Tim Hortons or Subway. Again, the office here. And again, it looks like it's fish scales, like armor, but the idea is this is now our ranking in life in terms of employment is our armor. That's how we define ourselves. And then maybe look at an education, maybe find a husband, that's what the rig's for over here. So again, these are the markers of life now. We're not headhunting. We're having children, getting jobs. This is how we define ourselves now. And that's not just Filipinos. It's all around the world. This is Christian karaoke. We didn't get a chance to look at this one. I turned it off. I'm sorry. But it's this piece. I did it for a show, and people walked out. That's why I'm so happy you let me put it into this show.
Really?
Yeah. And somebody broke it yesterday because you're supposed to kneel. Like I built this so you have to kneel, and it's supposed to hurt your knees when you.
Yeah, I kneeled in it.
You kneel. It's because
it literally hurt.
Religion is so defined in our culture. I mean, you have the Santo Niño that's over here, and sometimes we forget like how much effort and how much it. If you see the video, it also makes sense. It's a lot of my own footage when I was in the Philippines in like a landslide, and it's like shows death, it shows hardship, it shows people that are like really striving, and their only source of support is religion. But it's hard, and it's supposed to be just that easy. You have to be forced to kneel to like get down on here and see what's happening for this Christian karaoke. And karaoke, it has the words, and it's a karaoke video. Back to the misleading. Again, the lighter you go, the more opportunities are there. So there's more tattoos. This person becomes a mother. Again, I'm not hating on it at all. It's just opportunities. You have the planes, you get to leave, car rides, brick walls for urbanism. You get to travel again, maybe have a social life. That's why the wine's there. Or like the nightlife drink. Urbanism again, can become educated. Learn binary code. This says Filipino in binary right here. Again, hamburgers. Becoming somebody that gets to leave. Again, we talked about that already. Laptops, computers, totally different life you could possibly have. Ownership of real estate, buildings again. So you can see that there's just more opportunity, a different type of narrative. Lightest one you go to has over 20, this has all the different types of songs, or different types of tattoo symbols. Wine again, brick walls. The only one that's probably new on this one is artista. So you have like, you become an artist, singer, actor. Filipinos love to sing, or apparently for some reason. I don't, so I don't know. Nurses, a lot of nurses. Again, wine, binary code again, and drink. So it's all about accomplishments and shadism in the Philippine culture for these ones. We're almost at the end.